Welcome back. 3 people were injured on Monday after 2 vehicles collided on State Route 28, about 5 miles west of Quincy. According to the Washington State Patrol, Elias Manjares, a 57-year-old Royal City resident, was driving east in a 1995 Ford Ranger when he struck a trailer being pulled by a 2005 Ford F-350. About 5 minutes later, Jennifer Rice, a 32-year-old East Wenatchee resident, was approaching the scene in a 2012 GMC Terrain and collided with the Ford Ranger and the trailer. The GMC caught on fire. Manjares and his passenger, Cruz Guido, a 49-year-old Wenatchee resident, and Rice were taken to Quincy Valley Medical Center for their injuries. The driver of the Ford F-350, Dale Dalkey, a 60-year-old Waterville resident, was uninjured. The State Patrol determined both Manjares and Rice were driving too fast for conditions and were issued tickets. Flu season has gotten worse, according to the Grant County Health District. The Health District received more than 200 positive influenza lab reports for people ill in Grant County. Moses Lake schools are reporting about 10% absenteeism. Most of the cases are located in the Moses Lake, Quincy, and Mattawa areas and were reported within the last 2 weeks. Grant County Health Officer Dr. Alexander Brzezinski stated he wants residents to know the flu vaccine is still the best protection against becoming ill. The Health District urges everyone to get a flu shot as soon as possible. The flu vaccine is widely available through clinics and pharmacies. In Northwest news, a woman who had been already arrested for swiping packages from doorsteps apparently didn't learn her lesson. Within 2 days, she was out stealing again. Dan Haggerty has the details.
After Martha Lampley's debut on 10 News, deputies arrested her for allegedly swiping packages from people's doorsteps. You'd think she'd have learned her lesson.
And within 48 hours, she was back committing the same crimes.
Sergeant Greg Hampton told us that Lampley bailed out and went right back to her old, previously well-documented tricks.
She entered the residence of an elderly man, and eventually she was able to take his iPad and leave the residence.
When deputies arrested her for the first time, they found her vault of stolen stuff, a storage unit with guitars, clothes, a bunch of jewelry, and stacks of shoes. Some people actually got their stuff back, while most of it sits in wait, despite this popular holiday crime tallying up a long list of victims.
We received well over 25 emails, phone calls.
Lampley, on the other hand, needs to call a lawyer, a good one. Because she has a record, served prison time, was on parole during her first arrest, and out on bail for the second, she may be spending Christmas behind bars for the next 44 years. Dan Haggerty, 10 News.
A Marine returns home after being deployed for more than a year. He surprised his family and returned home as his girlfriend went into labor. Katie Hargett has the story.
No. Timothy Lamb is a private first class in the United States Marines. He's been away for more than a year and hasn't seen his family in months. But Sunday, he surprised them with a nearly week-long homecoming.
Means a lot. I didn't think I was going to be able to come home.
But there was also a new addition on the way as Timothy got off the bus from North Carolina on Sunday morning. His girlfriend Brianna Zott had just gone into labor. So as soon as Lamb's feet hit Michigan soil, his mother rushed him to the hospital in Muskegon to greet his girlfriend before the baby arrived.
Look up. Look up. Babe. Look up. Told you I'd be.
A moment Brianna Zott thought she wouldn't experience for several more months.
I was like, well, I know they didn't put drugs in that thing. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I couldn't even breathe. I'm glad he's here.
Lamb will only be home for a few days before preparing for his first round of active duty, a 2-year tour in Japan. But while he's home, he'll soak up moments like these.
Very proud of him. He has no idea. You have no idea how proud I am of you.
In Muskegon, Katie Hargett, Fox 17 News.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER One News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.